Hi guys, it's Emily from Novelle Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my April gratitude journal, or gratitude journal April. I don't mind which way you're going to say it. Now, April's been an interesting month. My mum has had to have a major operation yesterday. Today's filming on thingy. She's okay, nothing to worry about. But yeah, it's been a bit of a month of family stuff, and the family have come first, obviously. And obviously the kids were off at the start of the month because of Easter. It's just been one of those months. My chronic pain's been up and down. I finally had confirmation letter to confirm I'm having the hospital appointment just to talk about the hysterectomy. But it's been a month where, like, I've just been a bit emotionally high and low. So my reading has gone alright. Not had many 5 stars this month. You'll find out more about that on my wrap up, which is at the end of the week. But yeah, I've done a lot of reading, a lot of reading. But part of that is because of how many books I bought in March, and I needed to kind of get back on that. But I really don't want this video to be too long because I want to be able to share some pictures, because to me the pictures share the month better than my words can. So firstly, obviously we had Easter, and obviously that was really good fun. We did an Easter egg hunt. I know Thomas is a believer, Mia isn't, but we still did an Easter egg hunt for them here. And we had a lovely family roast, which was really nice. And we had a really big family day, and it was just lovely. Chris got me a gorgeous Easter egg, and it was a really lovely family day. And I just truly treasured that. So I had like one Sunday off for that. And then the following Sunday, it was Thomas's birthday. So I had another Sunday off. I had a bit more time off work, which again is lovely, because I'm not going to have any more time off now until the end of July when I go for holiday. But Thomas's birthday was very busy. We had a very busy weekend of family members coming to visit. We try and sort of separate it out so that he doesn't get too many people coming over at one time, and that works out better for him and works out better for the rest of us. But his birthday was, let's just say, we only had a few kids, but it was a busy and it was noisy, and there was like little ones, and they're 9 now, so it wasn't too little, but it was busy and it was fun, and they were running around, and yeah, it was. But he was happy. He got his football kits that he wanted. He got some football boots. He got like loads. Everything was just football, and that was what he liked. So I had a very happy Thomas, and he's 9 now. The fact that his football boots are the same shoe size as my shoes, my trainers, gives you an idea that he's going to be very tall. I think he's got like a size 5.5 feet already, so that's interesting. But yeah, it was the school holidays, obviously, so I was determined to keep fit because of my mental health, and it was important for me to keep walking. So I did a lot of walks, and the flowers are all out. The bluebells are now out. The cornflowers are out, which is cornflowers are the same colour that my bridesmaid dress was when Charlie got married. So they were out, and the little white, I think they're snowdrops, they're out, so I'll show you the pictures. And the birds are at the lake, and the flowers are out. And even though it's still not warmed up, I think we've had 1 or 2 hot days where I've been able to put the washing on the line. That's about it. Hopefully next week, the week this comes up, the weather will be getting warmer. Need the warmth. But yeah, it's been nice to have the sun out at least, and get out for walks even if it's been chillier. So that's been really positive. And we also, after Thomas's birthday, we took him to town. No, first of all, we went on some of the walks. I went to the charity shop near me and found a few books for 20p. I'll show you more of them obviously in the book haul. But this first one is Can You See Me? And it's expected to fit in, proud to stand out. And this is an autism book for autism rep, which obviously is Spoonies is next month. I've been hiding parts of myself for a while now. It's hard to expose the bits that I've been made to feel uncomfortable with. And Tally is autistic, but she hides it as much as she can. She knows how uncomfortable people feel around her. They don't understand autism. They don't understand her. And I believe this is Known Voices, so this was really good. So I don't know if I'll read it for the Spoonies, because I've got a lot of books for the Spoonies. But this is one that I've seen good ratings for, and for only 20p, I was really happy with. And then obviously for Thomas's birthday, he got some birthday money, so we went to town, and he wanted to spend some money. But he was lovely. He let me go to Waterstones. That's because I'm a thoughtful little boy he is. And Waterstones I know it's expensive, and I could have got it cheaper on Amazon, but I got the gorgeous, signed by the author copy, and oh my goodness. Look at the end pages. It's the latest Stacey Hall's book, The Household. It's set in Victorian time. It's signed. I know I never thought I'd be one of these people that would like signed copies, and I never used to. Look how pretty that is. But the signature bit is important, but for me, look at those end pages. So this is set in London, 1847, in a quiet house in Shepherd's Bush. The finishing touches are made to welcome a group of young women. The house and its locations is a secret, its residents unknown to another. But the girls have one thing in common: they are fallen, offering refuge to prostitutes, petty thieves, and destitute. Urania Cottage is now a second home, second chance at life. But how badly do they want it? And this is just, it looks amazing. It's had great views already, and I don't know how long I'll leave it because it looks stunning and I really want to read it. So I got that, and the guys at Waterstones in Bracknell were so lovely. There was one of the blokes that works there is so nice, and he's really friendly, and I think I got another book that I wanted at the same time. I'll show you all the books in the book haul. Just like to give you an idea, a little tease in this video. So that was really good. My lovely sister Vicky was going for her clothes, and she's given me a big bag of like jumpers, long sleeve, but some things that I can start wearing when it starts to warm up. And I just want to show you that. But look how pretty it is. I need like, I'll be wearing tops underneath because it's a bit see-through, but she's got some really pretty tops, and they'll go nicely with my jeggings, and I'm looking forward to be able to wear pretty tops again when it eventually warms up. I'm fed up of living in these. Although this is a Vicky hoodie. She notices every time I wear something that she's given me. And I like that because we've got very similar tastes. I think we went shopping one day together. We have had a bit of time together, me and my sisters, and we've been chatting a lot. I'm so lucky. Vicky and Charlie, obviously you know Charlie from Charlie Book Reads. She's amazing. But they are the best sisters anyone could ever wish for. And another thing happened this month. I got to go back to the library. Because of the Women's Prize, I didn't want to buy very many of the Women's Prize. Now that we know the shortlist, I've got 2 more books that I'm going to try and get out from the library. But the 2 I found from the library were Brotherless Night, which is on the shortlist. So thank you to the library. I now want my own copy of the hard paperback. So it's on my wish list. And if at any point I decide to treat myself, I'm going to get this in paperback, because this was the one that I read from the library because Charlie recommended it, and it was the one I could find. She loved it. I loved it. It's 5 stars all the way, and I think for me, it's one of my favourite books of the year, so I need my own copy of it, basically. But thank you to going back to the library. I found this in Western Lane. Western Lane I didn't like. But, yeah, I got to go back, and I got to look at some books, and I'm going back next week. Though I'm stupid, because of the fact that I want to show my books in my wrap-up, I've got to go to the library the same day I'm doing both books. So, excuse me. Next Thursday is going to be a bit of a rush, but I can do it. I'm not going to get stressed, but it's lovely looking around the library again and seeing all the books and speaking to people and getting recommendations and getting ideas. I'm hoping next week, when I go there, I want to find The Wren by Anne Enright, because that's one of the books that's on the shortlist that I want to read. And I might read one of the long list books, because I think In Defence of the Act, Charlie said that I should read. But yeah, thanks to the library, I've actually gone back, and I think my aim is to only pick up 2 books at a time, because obviously I've got so many physical books here and I want to get through them. I'm still buying enough books. Although, by the way, I've technically bought 20 books this month so far, but Chris is buying, and I've had 5 gifts. I'll show you one of them in a minute. And I think I'm going to add an extra book, because I'm going to count the Heidi Swain book that Chris is buying me today, Heidi Swain's latest release, as a gift, because he's going to buy it for me. So I've still got less than 30 books this month, which, considering last month I got nearly 50, that's not bad. But it was great to go back to the library, but I am only going to try and get like 2 books out of the library at a time. But it was good fun to go back there. This is what I'm saying, I've had 3 anonymous gifts from Amazon gifts this month. I'll show you the other two of the other ones in my book haul. But the one that I love all 3 of them. So whoever is sending me these anonymous gifts, thank you. This one arrived, I think last week. And this is Homecoming for the Chocolate Girls, which is the next one, the last in the Chocolate Girls series. And my mum wants to read this, so it's really, really positive. So I've kind of got to get off my bum and read it so I can lend it to her. And this is set in 1946. The war might be over, but for the Gilby family, there are still battles to be fought at home. For Birmingham and the Gilby family, the war years have been a time of great change. With her husband having left her for another woman, Anne Gilby is finally free to follow her heart. Whilst the neighbours might be scandalised by having a divorcee in their midst, Anne is determined to rise above the local gossip and make a happy home for with her former sweetheart, the father of Anne's youngest child. I don't want to just realised I should have said this is part of a series, so I shouldn't have really given spoilers away. But this is great, and whoever is sending me these gifts, thank you so much. They've always seemed to arrive just when I need them the most. I'm interrogating all my friends, like, who has sent me these? Can't thank you enough, but thank you. Now, yesterday, like I said, I needed some distractions because it's Day of Mum's Op, and I decided that I was going to challenge myself and catch a train to Wokingham, which is near the next town from me, on my own, go and buy some books on my own, and go for a coffee shop on my own. Now, admittedly, I was lucky. Chris picked me up because he had a half day, but he picked me up after I'd done all that. But for me, I have not caught a train to Wokingham on my own for over 20 years. Obviously, I might explain. No, actually, I won't explain. I don't know. Basically, Wokingham was where I was working when I had my car accident about 30 years ago. And it was also working where I worked when I had PTSD. I was doing a job that didn't go very well, and I was in a very bad way. So the only times I used to catch a train to Wokingham were connected to those two jobs, because in the years since then, I've only gone to Wokingham with people. So with my sister, with Gemma, Gemma that I used to be on Booktube, and with the other Gemmas, I've only gone to Wokingham with other people and in a car. I've not caught a train on my own. So for me, even though it is only the next town, it was a big, big thing. Like, I've caught trains to Wokingham with everyone, not to Wokingham, I've caught trains to London with everyone, which was, you guys know, has been a big thing. But to go to that town alone and to do a journey on my own, get the ticket on my own, do it on my own, was a big thing. I've got a picture that I'll show you at the end. I actually did go on the train. I did have a bit of a wobble, because when I got to Wokingham, obviously where I'm normally parking up at the other end of town, I couldn't remember, because the Wokingham station has changed so much, and Wokingham has changed so much down that end of town in the last 20 odd years. And I didn't remember where I was going to get up to the town. So I had to ask someone, but I did. I asked someone, I did a bit of logic, worked out where I was going, and got up there. Yes, I discovered that a lot of the charity shops don't open till 9:30, so I was going backwards and forwards trying to find the ones that were open at 9, and trying to do similar routes to what I do with Charlie. But I did it. I didn't get many books at the start of the charity shops, and I think I found one in the first 4 or 5 shops. But then I went to Oxfam, and that was where it went a bit. I got 3 books in Oxfam. I got one book randomly before one of the independents. Then I got 3 books in Oxfam. Then I got 4. Then I got, I think it was 2 books in, I think it was either Thames Valley Hospice or the British Heart Foundation. I think it was British Heart Foundation. And then I got 2 books in Waterstones, because I was determined that Waterstones had a book that I wanted. It was, I'll tell you already. It was Keedy by Elle McNichol. I wanted that for ages. And then I had a buy one get half price. So Charlie had to show me which one. Charlie gave me some nudge which one I got. But even though I bought 8 books on the trip, which for me was all right, Thomas thought I was going to get more. There was 3 Agatha Christie's, and I only got 1. I only got A Murder Is Announced. And this was because this had the highest rating on Goodreads out of all 3 of them. It's Miss Marple, and it turned out Alice loves it. So that was my little treat for myself then. So I think that was relatively restrained. But I did it, and then I had Costa, and then I also went out for lunch with Chris. He took me out to lunch, and then went and saw saw my sister's cats, which was lovely. And I've just gone for a walk today. So lots and lots of positive things happening. I've bought a lot of things to be grateful for. Reading's just not, an amazing month, but it's been all right. Now, just because I don't want to speak too long, I'll quickly go over some of the things that are coming up in May. I've got the Spoonies Readathon, obviously. Very big thing for me. You've got my own story coming out of living with disability, and I've got 2 lives. The first live is going to be on the 8th of May. Please join us. I've got Olivia and her sister joining me and Kat, and we'll be talking about disabilities, books with disability rep, lots to talk about. Really excited. I'm going to the car boot hopefully, fingers crossed, going for my first car boot sale on Saturday with my best friend Tracy, so that'll be exciting. See how many books I go. Me and Chris, on the same day of the live, we're going to Maidenhead and Marlow. We're going charity shop shopping on our own. Sit by the river, have a nice lunch out. Looking forward to that. Mia's birthday's on the 16th, so I'll be celebrating that. And then, hopefully, most importantly, hopefully it'll warm up and I'll get to sit in the garden and read, because that's my favourite place. Just realised we've had the washing going on. Been a bit insane. I'm hoping to put all the pictures together at the end and I'll show you all. But, I'm trying to think. Okay, yes. If you got to the end of this video, leave me a sun emoji because I'm hoping that the sun comes out soon. I think I've done the sun emoji on some various other videos, but I'm hoping the sun comes out. So give me a sun emoji at the end of this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. And let me know in the comments down below, what are you grateful for? What have you been grateful for in April? Sending all the hugs to all of you. Take care. Bye-bye.